I think that we let people down. I think people expect more. I think it's no excuse saying that our predecessors did worse things.
Let me read you something that was said before the election. We will have the highest political standards in Europe and will not tolerate any corruption. Standards of behavior that have been accepted under a nationalist administration will not be accepted by Dr. Muscat. If one of his ministers acts improperly, he will be out the next day. Do you know who said this?
I wouldn't know, maybe myself.
It was Konrad Mitzi, actually. So in your opinion, how should the police act, for example, if they find someone with a joint?
They should follow the law. They should be reasonable. They should follow the spirit also of the changes in legislation that we have made, where people are being cautioned rather than treated like criminals when it comes to cannabis.
Do you also acknowledge, though, that there is a problem of infrastructure here?
It's crumbling.
It's crumbling.
It is crumbling. It is crumbling.
And isn't it getting worse with all this overdevelopment, in a sense? Or?
Well, let's put it that way. This is a good problem to have, in the sense that it is becoming a problem because the country is moving ahead, the economy is booming, so many people are coming to visit us, so many tourists are coming here, so many investors are coming here, and the population is increasing. Mm-hmm. So we wouldn't have this problem if no one was interested in Malta.
What's the first thing you're going to tell Boris Johnson when you meet him as Foreign Secretary, for example?
I think he's a nice guy at the end of the day. And from what I'm seeing in the first couple of interviews he gave, I think he's getting to grips with the real world. He was a journalist, he said things, he wrote things. I see the British Prime Minister's take on why she appointed him. And I think she's smart. I think she's very smart in doing that. I had a lunch with Jeremy Corbyn when he was here in Malta in December, and we agreed that we basically disagree about everything.
Yes.
Yes. So I think he's a very decent guy. I think he's very nice. I think he has very sound values.
But do you think Trump is a danger to the world? Do you think he's a danger to the US?
No, I think the United States is such a big democracy, such a solid country, that irrespective of who is president, there will be repercussions, yes, but at the end of the day, there will be a coming to terms with reality. I think that the biggest single change that we have right now is that the previous generation always knew who the enemy was in a way or another, or who the people disrupting the whole balance of things were. Right now, I think all the credible world forces who want a sense of balance in world affairs could be fighting a guy who's driving a truck down the boulevard in Nice and killing people. How do you fight that?
Alone in a room with the Prime Minister.
Alone in a room with Chris Perry.